Once again, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, if you want to be part of the video, all you have to do is drop a comment in the YouTube section below, or you can hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. I'll probably have a better chance of seeing them there, so I'm going to link those in the description below. Once again, if you want to have your question featured, my best advice is to ask something original. So if you ask something like, what's my favorite troop, something like that, I usually get a lot of those questions anyways. So the more original you are, you probably have a better chance of being chosen. All right, let's go ahead and get into the first question. The first question is, will you ever try to be the #1 player in Clash of Clans? So as far as the #1 spot goes, and even the top 200, when it comes to being one of the top players, you have to put so much time into doing it that I don't know if I'm down for it. If you're playing the game 100% legit, you're not trying to do any of that iMod stuff, you're going to have to be online for at least 8 hours at a time and do that on the regular. I know previous top players have said they played 24-hour days. I'm not sure how true that is, but I don't know if I want to spend that much time just trying to have a #1 spot in a video game. I did the top 200 before, and you know that was pretty fun. I got up to, I think, 3,800 trophies back when the top players, the #1 player, was only maybe around 4,100. And you know, I had a good time with that, but towards the end, I was spending 45 minutes at a time looking for people to attack. And my version of fun is not spending all of that time staring at clouds trying to attack people. And it's just part of the game. There really isn't that many people up in that trophy range, so it's hard to find people to attack. So I'm not blaming Supercell, but it's really not something that I'm interested in. I mean, maybe if I spent like a month going at it, but I don't know if I had like a month of my life just to dedicate staring at clouds. So I think I'm going to just say no to that for now. I'd rather make videos. Instead of making videos, I'd probably have to spend all my time doing the #1 spot. So I think I'm going to have to say no to that. All right, question number 2. We had Corey, and Corey was pretty excited that I brought back the series. And he said, how much money have I spent on Clash of Clans, including all of my accounts and sponsorships? So as you guys know, I have Chief Pat 1, I have Chief Pat 2 for my Let's Play account, and then I also have my No Defense account, which has been a lot of fun. We're almost done with that series, actually. And I had to bring out the calculator, and let's go ahead and go through each one. So on my main Chief Pat 1 account, I did the quest to the top 200 and the quest to 3,000 trophies, and both of those were sponsored series. So I had different companies give me money for gems, and it was pretty sweet. So I didn't actually have to spend any of my own money. So I think on Chief Pat 1, it spent about $5,000 in gems. How sick is that? $5,000 for pixels in a video game. But I mean, people do it all the time. If you look at the top leaderboards, luckily it wasn't my money, but some people max out multiple accounts. They spend tens of thousands of dollars. By the way, guys, it costs $11,000 to max out an account in Clash of Clans, in case you were wondering. So pretty nuts. Yeah, once again, not my money from sponsorships. And then on my Defenseless Champion account, I think about $1,500 in sponsorships. And then finally on Chief Pat 2, I did buy the Builder's Huts, which is about $50. And then I'd spend gems on speeding up troops. So that might be like another $100. So in total, I estimate somewhere around $6,500, $6,700. All of it sponsored, I think, except for I might have spent my own money on Chief Pat 2 and like my Builder's Huts on Chief Pat 1. So yeah, it's pretty sick, and it's crazy how much money goes into the game. One note, I guess, if I go out on a tangent, a lot of people ask me, should they spend money on gems? And if you guys are spending your own money on gems, I don't know. It depends how much money you make. I mean, people spend their money on different types of entertainment. If people would rather spend $10 on Clash of Clans instead of going to the movie theater, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's like such a negative stigma with spending money in a game, so I have no problem with it. But I definitely recommend for people who are just starting the game and they're wondering whether or not they should buy gems, should they not buy gems, I like to look at it at this, as far as Builder's Huts go. So take a game like Call of Duty, or take a game you might buy on the PlayStation or the Xbox, and that game costs $60 for a brand new game. When it comes to Clash of Clans, the Builder's Huts, you can buy all of those for less than $60. So how long are you going to play a brand new game for the PS3? So a game that I've bought, some games can last a long time, like Call of Duty, if you play them online. But if you buy a normal single-player game, a brand new one, you might play it for 10 to 15 hours, and that would be considered a good purchase for that. When it comes to Clash of Clans, people play Clash of Clans for hundreds of hours, and they feel like it's against the law to spend money on Builder's Huts. I feel like if you're playing Clash of Clans and you know you're going to be playing it for months and years, like a lot of us have, I feel like buying the Builder's Huts is definitely a good investment. To spend $50 on something that you have spending countless hours of enjoyment on, I feel like it's definitely worth it. I feel like there's such a negative stigma with gems in this game, especially like on the forums and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. But if you want to spend a little bit of money to get your Builder's Huts, I definitely recommend you do that because you'll have a lot of fun and you'll be able to speed up the game considerably. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next question. That one was a little bit of a ramble. We had Jesse asked, Chief Pat, what series are you planning to do in the future? So as you guys know, I do my Let's Play series. Hopefully this is going to be a new series. I really enjoy doing this because I can just ramble about stuff and put some good gameplay in the background, talk some Clash with you guys. So I want to do this weekly. I have some other stuff I've been doing. I can't even think right now off the top of my head, but I want to do some new stuff for sure. I mean, right when the Defenseless Champion series wraps up, I'll probably have something in place of that. Maybe it might come like a week or two after, but I'm definitely thinking of some ideas in my head. I'm not sure what to do off the top of my head, but I'm working on getting my live stream going, which is going to be awesome because I just got my PC in yesterday. I posted a picture on Twitter and Instagram, and the thing is a beast. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be live streaming, and that's sort of going to bring like a new thing to my channel, which will be awesome. And then there's some other stuff. I could do like another quest series where I could go high up in the leaderboard. I could try to do some sort of crazy thing. I've had one really good idea that I don't want to tell you guys about just yet, but I'm not sure if I could get it to work or not. So I'm going to think about that, and I will tell you guys some more details later. John Osborne asked on Facebook, will you ever start doing base reviews again? So for you longtime subscribers, first of all, shout out to you guys for staying around for a while. I did a series with Duckster.com. They had a great application to do base reviews from, and I think I might have done like 2 or 3 videos for base reviews. And the thing is with base reviews, while they are really helpful for you guys, I feel like I don't make good base reviews videos, just like personally. I know exactly what goes into a good base, whether it's like triangulated mortars, clan castle in the center, upgrading your splash damages, T intersections, air defense, wizard towers guarding your storages. I mean, I know all the stuff like that, but there's something about base review videos where I feel like I just say the same thing over and over and over, where to the point where if I did like 5 videos, you guys would fall asleep maybe like a minute into the 5th one. So usually what you get with base review videos, you find bases that are really good, and people will submit their base design and you'll say, hey, wow, you're doing a great job with this. I'd probably upgrade this next, or maybe upgrade this troop, and that's pretty much all you can say because they have a great design, because there's so many ways to make a great base in Clash of Clans. So for those ones, it's really simple. You say one thing, and then on the other end of the spectrum, there's people who really don't know too much about what they're doing with their base, and for them, you just have to like say everything. You have to the point where like their base is just not good at all, to where you'd have to just be like, hey, I just recommend you copy a base design like this. I don't know. It's really hard to correct a flawed base design just with one thing. Usually people, they either know what they're doing with their base or they don't know what they're doing with their base. And having a base review for that, pretty much the only thing I can say is, hey, your base really isn't successful right now. I recommend you look at this guide or look at this sort of setup and adjust your base accordingly. Because usually people, they're usually from side to side. Pretty much, long story short, I feel like the base review videos that I've done, I'm not really like too happy with them, and I feel like I don't make them as exciting as they should be. Plus, I feel like the advice that you give sort of just becomes stale when you say it over and over. So I'm not crossing it off for now, but I'm going to have to find a new way to do it. And I feel like it'll probably be better to do it when I live stream. I feel like when I live stream for like hours on end, I'll be able to say, hey, who wants a base review in the Twitch chat or on Twitter, something like that. And then I'll be able to review stuff live. And I feel like that might be a lot easier than a video. By the way, guys, if you guys want to subscribe to my Twitch TV channel, I'll drop a link in the description below because I know a lot of people asked about that. All right, let's go to the next question. He asked, Chief Pat, do you ever consider working at Supercell? So I don't think if I worked at Supercell, it would be a great fit. First of all, I want to remain unbiased because right now, let me just clear it up for you guys. Supercell has never paid me $1. They've never done any of that stuff. They have actually flown me out to Finland, which was really cool by them. I got a chance to check out Clan Wars, but they've never paid me anything. And I feel like if I worked for Supercell, then if Clash of Clans pushed out a terrible update, I couldn't say it was terrible because they're writing me a paycheck and stuff like that. So I want to sort of keep it where we're separate because we have a fantastic partnership right now. Like I talk to them on Skype every other day and I ask about what they're doing, about the game and stuff. And I'm just a fan right now, and I feel like it works really well. Plus, I don't really know what I would do for Supercell. I don't have any graphic design skill. I don't have any coding skill. I guess marketing, I could do something like that. But I feel like the relationship that we have right now is pretty solid. And I think I just want to keep a good thing going for now. Maybe if YouTube explodes, I'll ask Supercell if they can hook me up with a job. All right, next question. We had Danny, and he asked, will there ever be a troop that specifically targets the town hall? We have goblins and giants that target 2 important things, but nothing to target the town hall. I've thought about this. You know, I think I asked Supercell about this when I was in Finland, and it's just like, it would be such a tough troop to balance because it could be so powerful if it's taking out town halls to the point where it would ruin the game, or it would be something that's so useless and would only work in certain situations to the point that no one would ever put it in their army compositions. So I don't know. If you guys have any good suggestions for how this troop would work, definitely drop a comment below. But off the top of my head, I don't think they're making it because it would be so difficult to design. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description below. I'll also drop my Instagram, my Twitch. I'll drop everything down there, so make sure you check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.